Tell me what the process is.
Well, the process is actually to make sure your connections are in and the fitting of the pump, and that the connections are tight.
Okay.
Like right here, these ears might be a little, oh, these are tight. So you ain't got to worry about shimming it or anything like that.
Is that the shim? Oh, okay.
Plastic shims, metal shims.
And that's just to make it tighter?
Correct. Some do a lot of wear and a lot of tear. The ears on the hoses get weak. You'll have a lot of play in them. Just to prevent it from leaking out and making a mess.
Okay, so it pushes on the cam locks too.
Right.
Makes it a little tighter.
And a real factory, you don't want to use the shims because they might get lost in the tank. This is the pump. These are your valves. You got 3 valves on this one. One back here on your main, your pipe, and then your hose.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open them up so they are wide open. And one more to open. There she goes. I'm going to fire up the PTO.
All right. So guys, this is him delivering the syrup. So the PTO, these are the hydraulic lines, and he's going to turn the truck on. The truck turns the PTO, which creates oil pressure, runs through these lines, which drives this hydraulic pump right here, and that entailed drives the gear pump that's going to be pumping the syrup that comes from there, goes to there, and then it goes into our tank. Yep, that's all open.
Start turning on the PTO. PTO's on. Push to unload.
We had a little bit of syrup in there, but now we can see that it's going to be bubbling. So one of the things is that with plastic pipes, you want to ask them to start off slowly because there's a thermal difference between the syrup and the outside. So what you want to do is ask them to run it slow for a little bit, and then they can ramp it up as fast as they can go. All right. We'll do a time lapse right now with how fast it fills up. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and then we'll get back to you guys when he starts to actually disconnect everything. There's a little bit of procedure, so I'll let you guys watch that. In the meantime, I'm gonna go write a check for about 16 grand. So it's about 4,500 pounds. I've always wondered before I saw the first truck delivery what the tubes were for on the side. Well, because you never think about it in daily life, like what is it for?
I applied for this job,
Uh-huh.
I thought it was for fuel. These are wash tags.
Okay.
Okay, when you go to a refinery,
Mm-hmm.
wine, sugar, Jelly Belly or whatever, they would check these to make sure these are locked. And the seals have not been broken since it got loaded.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? They load it, they mark down all the seals. All these seals are marked. Every last opening. So if one of these are open, and there's not a seal, they can reject the load. Somebody might have tampered with it, you know what I'm saying? Or got into it somehow.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. You see a process of how fill up the syrup. I thought it'd be interesting because, you know, when you go from a small beekeeper to actually like bigger one, it's quite a bit different. Like everything's just bigger, and believe us, it's like it was a big shock to us, like how to do it. So hope you enjoyed this journey, and I'll see you on the next one. There he goes.